Hi YouTube. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This topic is I'm very passionate about. The abuse of crates nowadays. These beautiful... Before I get into that, I'm going to help you what you do to put your puppy in the crate, how long you should leave your puppy in the crate, and what you should do with your puppy. When you first get your puppy, bond with it. Start training it day one. Start sit, stay. You make them sit and stay before you give them their food. And every day you make it a longer and longer period of time. Buddy, cool it. I fed mine in the crate. Tippy and Spunky still eat in the crate. I don't shut the doors. I have a video when I shut the doors. It causes aggression, food aggression with mine. With the door open, they share each other's bones and everything. But with the door shut, they get aggressive. Crates are fine to hold a dog for very short periods of time, but people are crating dogs for 14 hours a day because they get the puppy and they focus on crating it, and they're not focusing on training it. You have to train it. You don't need trainers and everything. You can train your own dog, no problem. Tippy wants to shovel. I know she's not listening. I know. You're beautiful, Spunky. Yes, your mommy's pretty girl. Your nose is dirty. Yeah. Anyhow, people I see every day in German Shepherd groups where the dog shreds the couch, shreds the dog bed. German Shepherds were bred to run hours and hours and hours, to herd the sheep, to guard the sheep, to patrol the border. They weren't born to be put in a little tiny cage. That is no different than a prison. It's fine to use it to confine your puppy while you are occupied doing stuff. But if you do stuff with your dog, then they learn to do everything you can do. Everyone says, why is my dog like Velcro to me? That's because they're a shepherd. They're supposed to shepherd. They're supposed to watch over their sheep, and they can't do it when you're out of their sight. It's the breed. That's what they're bred for, to watch you. Like right now, the neighbor's pulled in. Now, he's not barking because he's not supposed to. But he's alert. And he's like, what? Right now, he wants to know what he should do. See him looking at me? It's all right, Isaac. Get your ball. Get your ball. That's a good boy. He's waiting for me to let him know that's okay, whoever's out there. Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes, that's a good boy. See? They don't learn that in the crate. That's why so many German Shepherds have fear nowadays, because they don't learn anything in that crate. I know 2 of my pups, I had to rehome the one because the person crated it. At 11 months old, she already had fear issues because she wasn't able to see the world in that crate. They don't see anything in that crate. It's awful. They don't get vitamin D. They don't develop properly. They don't develop the right muscles and tendons. That's how this chronic hip disease is from the overuse of crates. People have them dogs in crates for 14 hours a day, and then they leave them out an hour or two, and then they're in all night long. It's just absolutely out of control. Yes, Tippy, dig. I want you to dig. Good girl, Tippy. Good girl. You gotta dig over here. Dig here, Tippy. Here. Dig here. Look how full of energy she is, and she's not even crated. Go on, Tippy. No. Here. Dig. Dig, Tippy. No, I need you to dig. Isaac, that was a good boy getting your ball. All right. I didn't forget. Yes, I did. I did forget. You're not going to let me throw it anyhow. There you go. Good boy. He likes to play keep away. He likes to play keep away. He's still still has his mind on over there. Tippy, I didn't want you having that shovel. She wants to help, see? I mean, my dogs are with me constantly, so they learn how to do stuff. Yes. Isaac. She don't want your ball. Oh, Tippy. Thank you for helping Mommy. Yeah, you're going to hurt yourself. People say, that's my dog's safe place. Do you mean it's their safe place where they're not going to chew the wires? Yeah, that's fine. It's a safe place for a puppy. But if your German Shepherd needs a safe place, it was not socialized properly from the get-go to its environment. Whatever environment your dog is going to live in, it has to get used to it. It has to get used to people coming and going, thunderstorms, rain. They have to be able to look out the windows. They have to have exercise or they're not going to develop strong hips. The muscles around their hips to protect their bones. I mean, and they need exercise for their brain. Mental stimulation by looking out the window. You teach them what they can bark at out the window, like I just did with Isaac, and what they can't. You have to let them know. It's no different than a child. Where's Lily? Lily! Lily! She must have went in the dog cave. Did Lily go in the dog cave? Tippy, they don't want your shovel. I hear you, Spunky. Shh. This is my 10-year-old. Here's your good boy. It's all right. I don't want you barking. Anyhow, I have some videos, my raw food videos, and how to stuff leg bones. I have a video when I go to work on, go find the ball. Here's a frizz. I have videos how to stuff the leg bones. I like the leg bones because they're natural and not rubber. I let them have the marrow bone, but then I work the marrow out and I freeze that with stuff. You can freeze it with whatever. I have a recipe. I stuff mine with hamburg and stuff, satin balls, they're called. You know, if you start your puppy off giving it raw bones, it's not going to chew everything. Lily chewed one thing, just a little bit, a wire, and that was it. She has not been ever crated overnight, and she uses a puppy pad. I know people don't want messes around, but I put down a crate tray with a puppy pad on it, and if I don't wake up to put her out, would you be quiet? All right, here. Give it to me. We're not playing tug. Leave it. Out. Good girl. If you don't want your dog, if you're working long hours free in the house, get a kennel. Like a kennel. And if you don't want it outside in the kennel, put it in the garage. Over there, that I used to have my late German Shepherd. I'd put him when I worked double shifts in the kennel, in the garage, with that dog house inside the garage, inside the kennel. And he was safe and no one would get killed by him in there. They can't, they're bred to be watch over you. They're bred to work. They're not bred to be in a cage all day. So please, do not crate your adult shepherd unless it's just for someone's safety who's afraid of the dogs would come over. I mean, they're fine for dogs to sleeping and stuff, but don't shut that door and go to work and leave your dog in there for hours upon hours. When I placed the puppies, I put them with people who worked from home. I know not everyone has that option, but you do have an option of getting a kennel. You can put the kennel in your house in a room, put the dog in a certain room, but don't work can look out the window and get vitamin D. These dogs' hip disease is also from lack of vitamin D. They're not getting any sunlight. They're not getting enough sunlight. I mean, they weren't originally bred to even be in a house. They were bred to be working outside all day and getting sun and exercise. And I'm going to have another video about how to protect the joints, but climbing the stairs from 8 weeks on does not hurt the dog. It's high impact jumping from high places that hurt the dogs. Or injuries. Lily already had her leg caught underneath the freaking crate door. I mean, that's another thing. I think pet taxis are a lot safer. I already have the crates and I only use them to hold the dogs and feed the dogs. So it doesn't pay me to go buy pet taxis for everyone. But pet taxis are a lot better and a lot safer. Spunky had her jaw when she was a puppy caught in the crate. It was terrifying. I thought I was going to have to call the fire department to cut her out. I wear breakaway collars on these guys because Tippy's already got her collar. Hey, shh! She's just telling everyone. That's, I can't imagine these guys being in crates for hours upon hours. I just couldn't even. They're 5 years old. And they're medium energy. Some of these German Shepherds are bred like they're on crack. They're supposed to be working and then they put them in the cage. But anyhow, that's my opinion. And people who leave mean comments, that's your problem. You crate your dog all day long. That's terrible. That's another thing. Wolves live in dens. It reminds them, no, wolves do not live in dens. Wolves have puppies in dens, and that's it. They do not live in dens. They travel for miles and miles and miles every day to hunt and stuff. They only stick near the den during whelping season. That's a fact. True fact. Look that up. And if your German Shepherd needs a safe place to hide, you need to do something about that. It should not have fear. Only 90% of fear is environmental. It was the environment created the fear. Very few are genetically, very, very few dogs are genetically fear issues. They're a clean slate when you get them at 8 weeks old. They're your pet. You have to train them the way you want. But please don't crate them in a crate. Don't get one if you're thinking about it, if it's going to live in a crate. Like I said, they were originally made to travel, and then people started using them for puppies, and now people crate their dogs. I used to work with a girl. She'd work all night long with me, and then we'd go out. This is when I was younger, a couple hours, and she kept saying, oh, I gotta get home to the dog. The dog's in the crate. The poor dog's crossing all 4 legs. That's why there's urinary issues, kidney stones, it's stress issues. It's because they're crated, and they shouldn't be. Kennels are fine. I mean, absolutely fine. Outside, inside. The crate's wrong. The crate's a tool to use for the right purposes. No dog, no shepherd should be in a crate more than 5 hours. Like mine was only in 10 hours a week, and that's it. And I hold some while I take the others, and that's it. And I only do that because Miss Alpha thinks she has to go every time. She has to go. She don't even actually get crated. She goes upstairs. I shut the hallway doors. She don't even want to get in the crate. She'll go upstairs, and that's why a lot of them. That's another thing. That's why a lot of them break out of the crates, because it is confinement disorder because German Shepherds aren't supposed to be confined to little crates. They're not supposed to. It's not separation anxiety, it's confinement disorder. So find a safe a room if you don't want them in the house. They shouldn't need a safe place if you train them and stuff. My dogs are, well, look at them. They're getting tired out now. We were doing stuff outside today. But anyhow, just my own thoughts. Other countries use them for a tool. They're illegal in some countries. But please don't be crating it. Even the Humane Society says they shouldn't be in there more than 5 hours. They're, please stop. Just stop with the crates.